persimmons for some jam.
You know what I mean?
Then we're gonna eat some of the sugar cane and grow some too.
Come back.
What you trying to hit me with it?
I'm trying to. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stick skills. So
They got a lot of lemongrass over there. Oh, we can dry it out. And use it for tea. Let's look at this one. We can throw it in the dehydrator. Their names be the same.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think this is lemongrass. Let's see. It doesn't smell like. Does it smell?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, maybe this one don't smell like it. I'm gonna smell that one.
Well, you know, it might not be strong enough for you, but I can smell it for sure.
No, it doesn't smell like.
They don't smell like lemon, do you? They don't smell lemon in there?
Okay, that one.
Yeah,
When I get really close.
Lemon, yeah.
Okay, so let's. We'll take that and dehydrate it.
Awesome.
Let's get yeah, just get 2. And we can chop up the white part and plant it outside. Since we see those other ones are doing well.
Right. Oh. Excuse me.
They be having fresh mint.
Say what now?
They be having fresh mint here. It smells so good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it smells so good.
Okay.
You know what we should do? We should try to grow some peanuts. I've seen somebody on TikTok doing it. Yep.
I'm
Let's
down.
try it.
Yeah, I gotta see. Like,
Gotta
what you
look
gotta
up.
do? Just start putting
Gotta
on the
look
ground?
Yeah, I think she literally just planted the peanut.
Yeah.
And then like some months later,
Okay.
so it's fine.
Well, let's
It
see.
grew.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's it. The plantains wasn't ready, so.
Okay. All right. Well.
Do we have chips? This one for the kids.
Do you have good?
We don't need no dip.
How much they were trying to charge?
How much should we spend? $30. Okay. Peace, y'all. So today we're going to be processing 2 things to preserve in our pantry. Those are going to be the green tomatoes, which I'm preparing the brine for, as well as some persimmons that we went to the Asian market for earlier. So I'm starting off with the brine. The brine is going to consist of basically salt, sugar, spices, vinegar, and water. And I'm also going to go ahead and get started on prepping my canner or my canning station to sterilize my jars for the green tomatoes. I'll do this by boiling my clean mason jars and boiling water for 10 full minutes. And then when I take those out, then I'll be able to go ahead and put in my chopped clean green tomatoes as well as filling up the brine all the way up to about like the first ring of the mason jar. This brine came out so good. I'm very, very proud of myself. And another good thing is that it lasts in the fridge for a really long time. So even if you have leftover brine, you can turn around and use it for other things like zucchinis or cucumbers. There's jazz. So I'm actually waiting to go to a farmer's market so we can get some like local zucchini and or cucumbers so we can also process it in the brine. Here's the green tomatoes. I was actually gifted these, so all I did was I pretty much slice them down more so they can fit into those jars like so. And then you see I'm using my funnel, which is very, very, very useful to put my brine in there. Now, you want to cook your brine. If you're working with hot jars, you want to use like hot liquid. So hot jars, hot liquid. In 2 or 3 of the jars, I also experimented with some lemon pepper that we got from a local black-owned grocery store. And it came out really, really good. So since we're processing them, they're going to be water bath canned because they are a high acidity level. So I'm able to water bath can these. I don't have to pressure can these, and these should be shelf stable for at least 1 year. However, I'm pretty sure they would be going well before then. Now, our goal right now is to get used to processing food, not only so that we can have things shelf stable, especially for, when things go wrong, when we don't have power, if there's storms, or just when shit hits the fan. But also, we want to be able to provide this. Especially as we're doing like urban gardening or urban farming, as a value added product to sell to customers. So here I am just adding it to the my canner. Um, I had small and large jars, so I want to go with the largest jar time, and I process it for about 20 minutes, I believe. Then I went ahead and prepped the persimmons that we bought fresh from the Asian market. I peeled them completely, and now you see I'm mashing them in my cast iron pot. That's another thing too. We're very particular about like things that we cook in or cook with. For instance, we don't use any kind of like non-stick things. Now this is a pH test strip. What I'm doing is I'm basically testing the pH level of the persimmons before and after processing. Whenever you're doing things in a water bath can, you have to make sure it's at a certain acidity level or under that acidity level for it to be safe for consumption or safe for water bath canning. I added things like a little dash of salt, some cinnamon. I feel like maybe I added a little bit of nutmeg. Honestly, I don't remember. But it came out really good. I also added some 100% cane sugar, like organic sugar, and then I didn't want to use too much sugar, so I added in a cup of agave, which is a little bit lower on the glycemic index. It was also organic. Now, most people would have probably used about 2 times as much sugar and or agave as I did. For me, it was a perfect sweetness. I'm not an over user for sugar, to be honest. I feel like I could have use less. And as a matter of fact, I probably will next time. Um, I did add pectin in it, although if you let it cook long enough, it will have that natural thickness. But I was going for like a really thick, like scoopable type of jam this time. You can always cut down how much pectin you want to use. Here I am retesting the pH, and now I see that my pH is lower because we added some freshly squeezed in lemons. So I'm also doing like a homemade cleaner. So I added my lemon rinds or lemon peels to some vinegar that we will utilize for like all-purpose cleaning, like cleaning your floor. It's very, very simple. If you're out foraging or you're walking, you see some pine trees, you can also take some pine needles off a tree and add it to that. It's kind of like a natural pine saw. So now I'm just letting my persimmons get to like a nice boil, and then here is after. I processed them in a can. All the jars came out beautifully. All the jars sealed. We left them overnight, and this is me testing them the next morning. So I took the rings off, and I'm making sure that I have a proper seal. It's very hard to get off with my hands, so I also know that it was sealed correctly. I did have to use a like a can opener to get it open, and then you'll hear kind of like that little snap pop. Y'all, this jam came out so good. First of all, it's so beautiful, and it was my first time making a persimmon jam. Um, it came out really, really, really good. Just said it reminded him of like a peach cobbler type of thing. Um, and this is kind of like the thickness I was going for. So you see how I can like really just scoop it out, and it's so thick, right? I also didn't want it overly smooth, but it came out great. And here they are, just nice in the pantry, which I call my pantry. I really hope you guys enjoy watching this video. Stay tuned for more. Peace.